Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We are back with iWowandFit and their newly released i6 HR Color. That's right. We've already reviewed the i6 before. You remember that one. This has got the heart rate built into it and a color screen. In terms of the things it covers, here's a quick synopsis on the back. And for more detailed information, we can pop over to their website, where we have a link to this particular listing for the iWowandFit i6 HRC, and again, a description of all the kind of good things that it does. Now, if you need that in a little bit larger display, and we want to go through them one by one, here you go. This is an IPS HD full color screen on this device. It has this interesting technology. It's called a smart light sensor, and as you know, it's the screens that usually eat up all of the power. So being able to dim it down when you don't need it bright saves you, like it says, up to 10 days in battery, which means it's a long life band. It's got a stylish design, and it comes packed with an extra band, and they are removable. It'll track your workouts, monitor your sleep quality. You can set alarms and notifications, and of course, it's fully waterproof IP67. You can swim with this one, take a bath, no hot water though. Wide compatibility. It uses the iWowandFit Pro app, which we've also reviewed before, and we'll be showing you that part of the previous review in this one, where we cover how the app itself works. But let's get into the box and let's see what this device looks like. It's in one of those simple plastic hanging things that they could have on a rack somewhere. If you have any questions, you got a contact card in here and 10% off the next purchase. There's your code for that if you want to get 10%, I guess, right away. And a tutorial video on how you get it to set up and work. And that's the instruction manual that comes with it. The QR code will allow you to download iWowandFit Pro. And these are some YouTube and Facebook entries for you. Okay. Oh, there's a huge manual. Look at this. Wow, a lot of stuff in here in multiple different languages. We'll come back to that after we pull them out. In the inside is a second band. This one happens to be purple, and you can tell by the way it works that the module itself snaps out and can slide right in here. Like so. Take this black band off with a nice brushed metal buckle. Looks good. Here's instructions on how to actually use it. And when we look at this, the hole is on the side that's got the button. Well, that's probably the side that's got the buckle. So we should be able to just kind of pull it back. Yep, there we go. And slide it out. And that's how you remove the module itself. Now, it's already turned on. You saw that because it's been charged up. And we're ready to work with it. Let's get this little cover off. That's telling you you can slide and you can press a button. So it has two motions to the surface itself. Okay, that's off. And there you go. There's the actual unit in operation with the ability to slide to go into these different functions. And it's really, really bright right now, almost so bright it's shutting down the camera. Let's see if we can go into functions. Buttons down at the bottom. There's where we set our time, information, restart, power off. Okay. Well, we'll go through all these functions in a little bit. Let's put it in this one. Slide in. Oh, by the way, it USB charges this way, and you got your heart rate monitor right there. In here, stretch the band out a little bit to get it to pop into place, and there we are. We have the band. And it's doing that ambient light thing. Did you notice how it wasn't as bright? Probably because I was holding over the sensor. Let's put it on in purple. I'm really a purple guy, you know. Okay. Yeah, not nearly as bright now. So it's automatically dimmed the screen to be appropriate for this indoor lighting. Very, very nice. Let's look at the manual. Wait a minute. Where is it? There. Charging. How you get this charged? This starts out in the English version of the manual. I'm going to scroll it down so that it's big enough writing for you guys to see. It tells you how you can synchronize using Apple or Android with Bluetooth 4.2 support. The operation information. Knowing your device. It's good when you can actually see the manual, so that gives you more information that helps you to make a decision if you want to get this device. There's the interface screens that you see. We just went through those quickly. And the activity tracking and the information that it will show. And it's got heart rate. And there's your readings. And what you can do inside the app to set it all up. And your training mode. And you can slide to switch all those different sports that are supported. Okay. Tap on the screen to view the data. There's the message alerts. More functions. Okay. How you change the dial face. And product information. You can restore it, and you can turn power off if you want it to last even longer. These are some of the reminders that you can get. That's what a telephone call coming in looks like. Your schedule, alarm clock. And then there's after-sales service. And that should be it for the English. Oh, no. We've got more legal stuff. Basic specs. Frequently asked questions. If any of those come up, here's your answers. Talking about the sleep tracker. Precautions. Nursing and wear considerations. All right. And there's more. Okay, built-in battery, which is not replaceable, of course. And now we move into the other languages. All righty, let's walk through it. We activate the band by touching down at the bottom. Brings up the time, your step count, your heart rate. If you leave it there, it will calculate that and start showing your beats per minute. Calories burned, and distance walked. Back to time. And now, if we slide, we go into a training mode. And then if we touch the button, you have all these different options. We have to slide here. This is running, cycling. Looks like backgammon, huh? Some sort of ball. Looks like soccer, football, ping pong, tennis, and back to the running again. And if you are in this mode and press and hold, it will then activate, showing you the time, the time of it's actually working, your heart rate as it comes up, and other information, calories burned and distance. There's your heart rate. And number of steps, I presume, or time. Time you've been actually exercising in hours and minutes, perhaps. Anyway, there's your time display in color, like we've seen on the original i6 band, but now we've got this data in color. And it's tracking until you press and hold, and then it gives you the summary. And back over to your time display. And that's pretty much everything on the band. Again, you cycle through your basic information by touching, and from the time display, you slide up to get into training, then function. In function, you have these different things, where this is changing your watch face. Okay, and this has got circles that's going to show you your steps and calories burned here. Looks like you have those too, with date and time on there as well. Beyond those functions, we have information about the band, which tells you its Bluetooth version. And that's it, and then back. And of course, resetting everything and turning the band off. And back, and forward to messages. And if you have any, I presume you'd press and hold, and you could get access to them, or you could throw them away. And now you're back to the time display. So now we've covered everything. Those are the things you get from scrolling, and you've seen the ones you get by tapping. Let's take a look at the app. That's the next feature. So just like the i6 original, the i6 HRC uses the iWow & Fit Pro app. When you open it, it's going to bring up your temperature in your location in this opening page that's got all your accumulated steps and calories and heart rate and so forth. We have no data here yet, but what I'm going to do is switch you over and show you the data from the original review of the i6. When you go to the device and you tap on bracelet, it's going to search to find the device to be able to pair with. And there it is. And I can say connect, and it'll connect to the bracelet. So it's as easy as that. Now, once you're connected, you've got all these other things. And well, let's switch over and look at the review of the app. It says it's disconnected. It's now synchronized. And it's going to do an update right now automatically and transfer the data that I've accumulated in the watch over here. I already played with this, see, 100% charge, and it's been synced. I already played with this a little bit, and sorry, my phone's still broken. I haven't had time to replace the case, so it's a phone thing, not anything to do with the watch band. I played with this a little bit, and I'm going to show you some of that, where these funny numbers are all coming from in here. But this is your home page, and you can see that under each of these sections, you have little arrows that you can go over to the side. Now, we saw I had 137 steps when we looked at it on the band. If I come over here, I can show you calories burned, and here's some statistics of time of day, of the distance and speed that led to those total number of steps. Now, I have very little data on here, but just enough to whet your appetite to show you the possibilities. It's bracketing time and showing you distance, duration, and speed of activity that you're doing in that little time bracket, and giving you an overall, looks like, circular thing that's supposed to calculate and meet your goal. In this case, a goal is probably 10,000 steps is my guess. Yeah, there you go. Target is 10,000 steps. And I have steps completed in this are 87. Target progress. Oh, sport satisfaction. That's a rating thing you can do. And your statement you want and some feedback. You can write something. Okay, that all ended up because I touched something. I guess I touched that, and that's where you can put that in. So you can do your event, and then you can comment about it as well. Didn't know that. Pulling down synchronizes. And that was this one about the steps. You saw me just now touch sleep. Have not had this overnight to do the sleep monitoring, but if you're familiar with the other type of apps related to tethering kind of sports watches that have sleep monitoring on them, you're familiar with this. It is automatic. It turns on by itself, supposedly. It tells you your total sleep, your deep, light, and awake time, and then some interesting stuff about sleep state with some graphs. Sleep influence factors. And then, like before, you can write something. You can comment on your night's sleep. So look you're getting a diary as well. You got a diary that can talk to you in your own words back again about your workouts, about your sleep. And here's your heart rate. And here's so far in tiny little images. I can't scroll it. But since I put it on and have worked with it, it's giving me readings of my real-time heart rate. And I had a 24-minute warm-up, it says. And average heart rate was 115 beats when I was exercising. How much of it is in all of these factors, I'm sure will calculate out if you accumulate more information. That's the basic information then. And now let's take a look at the band, first of all, the setup. Right here in the very top is where we're connected. This is the device. We can disconnect it and reconnect it here. We have all these options, including within the band setting up a sedentary reminder. Now, again, the band only vibrates. It doesn't make any sound, so you'll be setting up just vibration. You can't turn it on unless you go in and set the time first. So I'm going to let it give me sedentary between 9 and 5. 9 a.m., 5 p.m. And it's turned on, and repeat that weekdays. All right, that's pretty much the time I'm doing these videos and working on the computer. I presume its sedentary period is 1 hour. I don't see where we can adjust that. But we do have a sedentary reminder that will happen Monday through Friday during those waking hours. Notification of messages. This is where you have to give permission for all the various apps that you have installed. And this thing is called the, there it is, iOneFit Pro is now given access to all the different things that are in its list. The notifications of messages is set up. SMS application. Wow, okay. There we go. Now it's set up as the SMS application, notification of messages, all these other services that you could select, and it'll send you notifications to the watch. And then others, you can add those there too. You can have call reminder, all of that, once you've got it all set up properly on your phone. And there's more. When we're in here, that was the notifications. Here's where you can switch to 12 or 24-hour time on the display. And now it's back to 12-hour time, 02 in the afternoon, 2:31. There's auto sleep, which is where it'll automatically track your sleep condition and tell when you've gone to sleep and when you've woken up. Palming gestures. This is fun. If that's turned on, when you have it up here, you can just go like that and cycle through all of your items. You don't actually have to fuss with it like you saw me doing earlier. Yes, I kind of experimented while I was off camera. You have a language switching of English or Chinese on the watch, imperial or metric, Fahrenheit or centigrade, and your vibration settings. This is fun. There's all sorts of different vibration styles depending on what is coming in. A call, a clock vibration like an alarm, a schedule, or a sedentary reminder, message notification. Each one have different types of vibration that you can feel. And if you memorize those, you'll know your wrist is vibrating a certain way, what exactly it is. A little bit more detail of how you can interrogate your watch. And all of that has to do with the device itself, and you set that up right at the very top. We covered all of these. Down here at the bottom is where you select which things you want it to actually track and keep on the app. You can take some of them off if you want to, or you can leave all of them there. And this last one here is about setting a goal. And I went in here and played with this. I'm just going to say finish and be done with that goal. And add another one. Let's add a sport type, which is going to be, wow, look at all the different sports. Slap? Yoga? All right, let's do slap. I'm going to confirm slap for a duration of 60 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Confirm. And now slap is in here. And there's its information. And that's the calories that it would burn. And these are the goals that I have set. And that's all set up inside of here. And then your data can accumulate based on those goals. And that's your cloud sync back again to the band. And you see it's filling up the physical body. I'm at 50% for a health index. And it says start exercise. So I guess that's where we would actually begin an exercise. One last thing on this app. I think it's the last thing. We covered everything here in the Me. We've covered everything here in the Home. We've showed you what the data looks like that's accumulated, and the information on how to set up the device is this little record button. For that, I need something to focus on. So let's bring over our little piece of paper about the Amazon buying link for the iWownFit, iWownFit 6, i6, and come here and hit the record button. When I do that, I have a choice of camera or cancel. I'm going to say easy camera, and it brings up the camera now in the device. So I've got the image in here, and you should see on the device, there's a little circle. Whoa, I just took the picture. I guess I touched it. So the intent here is that you can take selfies. Once you hit that record on the app and hit the button, you can take a picture. The picture is recorded on the phone. So it's just like a remote trigger. But you don't get to actually see the picture on the band, of course. iWownFit. All right, iWownFit Pro app that you get free, downloaded from the Google Play Store. Well, that's it. That's the review of the iWownFit i6 HR for heart rate, C for color, that comes with 2 different bands and is available right now. Check the show notes down below for buying links to get this one. Remember, you just simply pop it out and plug it in to charge it up. Long life, color, very nice device. Alrighty, we'll see you again soon.